As Earth makes its annual round through the solar system, and the northern hemisphere becomes more oriented towards the sun, perhaps what is considered the most cherished season begins to take form. I love watching spring turn winter into summer, as things literally come to life. The plants and trees are born again, the animals begin making more appearances, and even many humans seem to emerge from a sheltered winter hiding. I feel fortunate to appreciate all four seasons in one way or another. Each season kind of sets a certain mood, and as each one shifts, so does the recreational opportunity it offers. Sometimes I feel sorry for the individuals that seem to dread or even hate winter, those people who haven't found a reason to look forward to the snowy and often harsh season. Sure, cold temps, wind, rain, and snow may not be easy for many to look forward to, but there are ways to turn a negative into a positive. As humans, I think it's important for us in our existence to embrace any fears we may have, because they tell us things about ourselves that often need to be reconciled. In a way, skiing and snowboarding are great ways of how we can embrace certain fears. These activities not only give us the opportunity to welcome the extreme weather of winter, but they also give us the opportunity to embrace other fears we may have as well. For example, the fear of heights can be conquered by riding chairlifts or more naturally jumping off cliffs and cornices. Many people who are afraid of heights have a hard time being on chairlifts that are suspended high off the ground, but they become willing to face that fear in order to obtain the joy that comes from simply gliding down the hill on the snow. I myself was even quite afraid of heights until I started skiing and snowboarding, but that fear becomes more and more mitigated each time I drop a big cliff or put myself on top of a steep mountain face. Although winter is an amazing time of year, it has not always been anticipated, and for some, that remains true. But thanks to the creative pioneers of winter activities such as skiing and snowboarding, many of us welcome winter with open arms. There's definitely something special to be said about hurricane rage. Since the ski area is located inside a national park, it is rather limited to expansion, which is probably why it hasn't changed much since its establishment. I personally like that about the ridge though. I think it's really cool to look at these old photos from the 1960s and see that it has truly retained its authenticity as a ski area. being that it is located in a national park, gives the area great peripheral qualities as well. Not only are the sights amazing, but it's not rare to have close encounters with wildlife either. An extremely unique quality of the ridge, though, is how close it is to ocean waters. I moved to Port Angeles in 1998 from Colorado, where I learned to ski and snowboard at Vail, which is one of the largest ski resorts on the continent. I may surprise some people when I say there was no disappointment in going from riding Vail to Hurricane Ridge. I think the ridge is awesome. In a way, I'm glad I went from Vail to the ridge, because doing so brought me closer to the more natural part of snowboarding that I may not have otherwise embraced. Being in more remote terrain, having to hike as a way of exploring an area, and building my own jumps gave me a certain appreciation for snowboarding that you don't acquire from riding big resorts all the time. One of the things I like most about Hurricane Ridge is the low-key factor. Since it's not a destination ski area at all, it never really gets crowded, and you don't get those egotistical vibes that populated ski areas are infested with. The ridge pretty much consists of a rad community of frequent visitors that give it that great local vibe. There's definitely a feeling I get from being at the ridge that I don't get at any other ski area. I just love it up there. It's always a good time, never seems to get old.